Hi manifestors, Meera Allen with your Manifesting Destiny Moon Update. So we've got some big energy going on. How's the lead up been to this full moon? Yo! Okay, so let's get with the times first. So we've got LA at 5:53 a.m. on the 12th of February. New York will be 8:53 a.m. on the 12th. London 1:53 p.m. Brisbane, Australia, 11:53 p.m. on the 12th. Sydney, Australia will be 12:53 a.m. on the 13th of February. And wow, full moon in Leo. You know, I'm bringing that big energy for you all because with the big hair, the gold, Valentine's Day earrings, and some yellow and some energy. All right, so 24 degrees of Aquarius, the sun, 24 degrees of Leo, the moon. What does that actually mean? It means the sun is in the constellation of the air sign, the mind, the analytical, the visionary, the intellectual of the Aquarius. The moon is in the opposing sign, which is in that heartfelt, emotional drama energy of that lioness, the big lion mane of Leo. Then there's a square in the sky from the moon to the planet Uranus, which is the planet of chaos and change and letting go and like erratic kind of chaotic stuff that's all kind of blah. So there's a fiery energy in the air right now, and that's been leading up in the last few days as we get to this full moon in Leo. But what does that actually mean for your life? You know, you think about Aquarius. I always think about Aquarius as the element of air. It's the head, it's the mind, it's the thinking, it's quick thoughts, it's your subconscious as well. It's just that going on all the time. It's your inner dialogue that you're speaking. It's the things that you write down. It's the things that you create. It's part of your things to do list. It's a whole bunch of overwhelm at times when you get a bit heady. Versus the heart, the emotions and the feels and the or what my heart's feeling, and I'm so and all the drama that comes with feelings and the levels of everything from roaring anger to depressive downness. So, you know, when we have fire of the heart and the solar plexus coming together with the air of the head and the mind, you really want to get your head in a really good space. You really want to get your heart in the feeling of a loving space. So you really want to have your brain heart coherence balanced. You know, it's funny, I've done a whole course pretty much based on brain heart coherence so that you can have a powerful voice. I'll put the link below somewhere in my YouTube channel, thing. It's a teachable course. It's 10 modules. Little plug for me right here, being Leo. And I have a Leo moon, so I'm feeling this moon full on. So shout out to the people that are born with a full, with born and moon in Leo, as well as the Leos out there. And Aquarius season, happy birthday Aquarius season. And let's have a look at what beautiful Yasmin Boland says. I picked out the card of the full moon in Leo. Look at this card. Full moon in Leo. Do not let your pride get in the way. So that's huge. You know, so this full moon really keeping our head in check, really keeping our hearts in check, really keeping our emotions in check. And it's often the people that are closest to us that we take it out on sideways. I know I do. So let's have a look at what Yasmin says for the full moon in Leo. And she says, don't let your pride get in your way. Have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on ego, or is it based from your heart? Leo energy is all about the heart. Think of the big-hearted king of the jungle, the lion or the lioness. Its energy is magnificent. But when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become OTT, so over the top. This has become the need to end a deadlock that has developed, bring loving thoughts for the greater good to any solutions for any dilemmas. If you're not been doing as you would be done by lately, this is the time to find balance between your own needs and the needs of other people around you. This will help all of your relationships. How to attune to this moon. Be magnificent, but without being too much. The additional meanings for this time is self-esteem is good, vanity is not. Everyone is equally as important. Creative urges should be followed. Work some magic. It's funny, I actually brought my canvases up from the car so I can work on some art. A friendship may be ending now. The teachings of this full moon in Leo is that it's a wonderfully bright time where people feel more confident to show the world their talents or their assets. That's the upside to this lunation. However, Leo full moon could also create tension between your needs and the needs of other people and your networks. Leo full moon is a time to release pride. And I think right now in the world, there is so much inner and outer conflict. There are so many divides of ways of thinking. There's confusion between the head and the heart. Sometimes we can't even get that alignment with what we're thinking and what we're feeling and how to bring that into a coherence and into an ease and into a graceful way of bringing our shine. So notice where you've had patterns from the past that feel like, oh, this is a familiar thing that I'm getting really roared up about, that I'm feeling really, and the ego gets fired up about. That person that cuts you off in the traffic. I watched a girl last night in the traffic and she had her lights off and she was a young P-plater, so she was new to driving. And so I opened the window and I said, lights. And she gave me this look like she didn't know what I was talking about, clearly. And the lights were off and I had to check myself and go, oh, calm down, it's okay, it's no big deal, you know. So keeping our emotions in check in all your facets of your work life, your relationship life, your personal life, your inner dialogue self, your self-care self, your spiritual self, and keeping that emotional balance, but also having the logical clarity which comes from Aquarius. So having that ability to detach, the ability to compartmentalize, the ability to go, okay, well, this is where I'm feeling, but what is the logical next right step for me to be doing? And then having to remove the emotion and go into the next right step for you. The other thing is that gets extra charged this time of the year is the middle of the month is Valentine's Day. So I wore my little Valentine's Day earrings for you all. And so that's, you know, where is love? Where is the heart? Where are you relating to others? What do you feel about this time of love? You know, what do you feel like in that lion heart part of yourself? And how do you bring equilibrium and balance between the fires and the airs of your heart? And you think about Aquarius is air and Leo is fire. So air fuels that fire. What do you want to have be explosive in your life this Valentine's Day, this full moon, this next chapter of your life? You know, how do you fuel the fires of your heart? What is it that you're really super passionate about, and what motivates you and what gets you going? You know, there could be a really sharp, abrupt time for change with career. There could be a sharp, abrupt change with relationships. There could be really sharp changes going on this particular full moon and around it that you could be thinking, wow, I need to bring my brain and my heart into a really true alignment right now. And this full lunation will really help you to do that. So it's fiery, it's airy, it's a Uranus which is changing, it's all about letting go. I even had my whole building pressure washed yesterday, which was all about cleansing and shedding and letting go. And I'm looking at the balcony right now and it looks super fresh and clean. You know, I gave myself, before this video, I did huge preparation. I don't know why I'm sharing this with you guys, but hopefully it helps you with this lunation. I did a full-on meditation practice this morning and really got in deep into that light and into that connection to the divine. Then I got up, lit my tea light, burnt my incense, and then had a shower with bicarbonate of soda in my little scrubby glove. And I did full head to toe skin scrub right to my soles of my feet, into my lymphatic glands, behind my knees, everything. Like, did a full bicarbonate of soda body scrub, and then wash, and then oil, and then moisturize, and really take time to set the intention of what I wanted to bring to this moon video. And I felt the importance of this lunation, this full moon in Leo that's happening on the 12th or the 13th if you're in Sydney. and really bring this energy and the shininess and the extra in a fun and big and beautiful way, which Leo really can be. The big hair, the gregarious, most actors, a lot of actors are really Leos, and where can there be less of the drama but more of the shine? And so that was my preparation for this video this morning, and got really clear and had a really good few conversations this morning that got me in the right headspace as well to bring the right big energy to this video. And I was listening to a bit of Mariah Carey before and listening to some fantasy and big energy and just bringing that vibe. So I hope you guys can feel that energy. And remember, this lunation, it is also about creativity. What is your favorite creative music, art, songs, artists, people that inspire you? Who's your muse? Bring some of that creativity into what you want to express and explore this full moon, and avoid anybody that feels drama or depressing or kind of energy that brings your heart into that space. Bring your heart to a fullness so your cup is overflowing and you can share this full moon energy. And happy Valentine's Day. It is the Lionheart season. It is a time of change, but it is balanced out with that logical part of yourself that can really align what your brain and your heart feels, so that you can have the best lunation, the best charge this full moon in Leo. My name is Meera Allen. If you have not subscribed already, subscribe already. And if you want to check out my vocal confidence video course, it is an in-depth 10-module course on how to have brain and heart coherence, how to find your true real voice, and how to also release trauma outside of your body through breath work, voice work, sound work, and through that brain heart coherence in a very nurturing, loving way. So yeah, check it out. I love you all heaps, and happy International Women's Day that's coming up soon, and I'll check you guys out in the next video. Namaste. Happy full moon in Leo.